Meeting of the Board of Selectmen, if everybody would rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And welcome. And for those of you that are in the room and those of you that are tuned in, we have no public hearings tonight. Any announcements from the board?
Nope.
You?
Nope.
Dave? Matt, anything?
Nope.
Okay. Additions and deletions to the agenda, I think, other than we will delete 9A, because we're not going to appoint a member to the Conservation Committee. We have no appointments. Any public comment? Correspondence, we've got financial reports that are available, motor vehicle report for August 2024. If anybody's interested in either one of those, let us know and we'll get you a copy, or you can go to the website, the Waterboro website, and pull them off if you'd like. Reports and staff initiatives, selectmen's reports. Anything to report, John?
Nope.
Gary?
I do not.
Dave?
Not this week.
Okay, and I'm all set. Matt?
A few things. Our deputy town clerk's position has been posted. Marina has submitted her resignation. Her last full day will be this week on Thursday, and then she'll be helping us out on Tuesdays up till election and work with us on the election day, and then she'll be all done. But we have posted the position. Our last age-friendly luncheon last week brought about 30 people, so our numbers have increased. And our next luncheon will be the October 23rd and November 20th. I think you are all aware that we've had some ongoing property issues. I've already referred one to Ben McCall, and he's been working with us and talking to the other attorney, but it involves some lots that were sold that previously supposedly were going to be combined by the town of Waterboro, but then were sold several years later at an auction because they were not combined. And I think it was because some of the people, obviously, there was some prior owners were deceased, and so we have some issues with that we need to work through. And we have another one that we've received that I did send you an email about, and that's from Adam Cody regarding map 42 lot A65. If you guys wish, then we could have him here for another meeting to discuss in person. And we are starting the early budget prep for FY26. Should you have any specific projects or any issues that we need to focus on? I know that we've had conversations about the boat launch before, but just let us know so we can try to incorporate those in. Pending obviously the referendum question in November, I've talked to the president from the Historical Society, and they'd like to see if we can schedule a meeting in mid-November at the Grange Hall with the board. So keep that in mind. We can hopefully pick a date, depending on what the outcome is on November 5th. I'll pass down, I didn't pass it on, I'm sorry, but there's a draft of some changes for the parking ordinance that Jason provided me with. We put it into the Word document. Essentially, he's looking at setbacks and distances and the fees. Just the recommendation he gave us. Hopefully, by the next week, we'll have the informational flyers will go out for the referendum question on the Public Works facility and the charter question. We're going to print on both of those. RSD was awarded the LED signs. The irrigation seeding has been completed at Friendship Park. The gates have been locked to prevent damage to the newly seeded grass, and we're having a challenge keeping some people off that area. I know that they asked people to leave today, and some of them are getting a bit of a hard time, but we're trying not to destroy the newly seeded loam that's been in the irrigation system. We have started the build of the forest truck, the chassis arrived, the body should be installed within this next month, actually October 21st, and the skid unit and other associated equipment have been ordered. What we do have pending right now is Friendship Park, the well, and DPW roof repairs, the old salt garage. And ballots should be available on Monday, absentee.
Do we have an update on the trash truck?
So he reached out to him, and they were about a 2-week still behind. We are on the list, so he's hoping that we'll see that within a month. We were supposed to have it last month.
Yeah, so I guess they're 6 weeks behind.
So they're behind. And as just a reminder, I'm out the 15th, 16th, and 17th of October.
Did I?
I didn't say that from off digest, did you?
And that's all I got.
Any questions or comments?
On the parking ordinance, can we make sure the Public Safety Committee gets a copy of this, just to bring it in the week, please?
Yes. Laura, that's in the proposed ordinance or the ordinance folder.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna dispense with 9A. Let's go to 9B, discuss vote on the new contract deputy agreement between York County and the town of Waterboro. Any discussions or comments?
I do have something to say.
Okay?
In the contract, under section D, they talk about the deputies having to leave the corporate limits of the town of order to a bona fide emergency, at a specific request, so on and so forth. And they say bona fide emergencies do not include routine calls in other towns. And I know from the billing that we're not getting billed for all our hours because they're answering calls in other towns. If it's a non-emergency call, why can't it get stacked and let the deputy in that area handle it? That's my only concern with this. And it's been happening. How long has it been that we don't get billed the full amount?
It's been several years.
Yeah, because that's what they're doing.
I think with the staffing level, from what I understand, is when staffing level changes at the sheriff's office, the schedules get created, and based on what the schedule is, in whatever zone they're covering, or whatever they call it now, that they charge it to the sheriff's general budget line.
Right.
Versus the Waterboro contract line.
That's all fine and dandy, but we signed on to have 2 deputies for 80 hours a week. And we're not getting that.
We don't get that on a regular basis.
No, we don't.
So that would be my question as well, Gary, is that why and when would we start to get 80 contract hours a week? I understand that we don't pay for that, but the fact of the matter is that we're about to enter into another renewal contract, and they're not giving us 80 hours a week.
Agreed. And I will communicate with them.
Can we postpone this to another meeting and have somebody hire Arky come here and talk to us? What do you think, Dennis?
Yep, that's good with me.
Good.
Any other questions or comments relative to the contract deputy agreement?
Do you need a motion to postpone it?
I would accept the motion to postpone it rather than table it.
Should we-
Postpone it to the
To the next meeting?
next meeting.
Granted that we can get someone from the sheriff's department here between now and the next meeting.
Yep.
I'll make that motion then.
Second that.
Any discussion on the motion to postpone? All those in favor? Opposed?
You're abstaining, Dave?
Abstention?
Please.
Okay, let's go to old business, discuss and vote on signing the renewal liquor license for the Waterboro Eagles. I believe we are now all set with
Yeah.
everything, right? So I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved, so you know everything's been signed off and approved.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Other business, discuss and vote to accept the minutes of September 17th meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from September 17th, 2024 meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Pending decisions, we got the parking ordinance revision. You're gonna get a copy to the Public Safety Committee. Are we gonna invite the other party for the property at the next meeting?
We can, or we can see,
Or we need to get,
I'd like to get this to the attorney first,
okay, all right.
so we can plan for that for the following meeting, which would be, actually, November 5th is your next meeting, but I'm assuming you won't be meeting that night.
I have that on the
Yeah,
next agenda.
we probably need to make a decision on whether or not we will meet on election night. And if there's no objection, I'd entertain a motion to just forego that meeting. If we need a second meeting, call it as an emergency meeting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor? Okay, discussion agenda items, we're gonna wait to get back from Ben.
Yep.
Of legal. And if anybody wants to add anything, please let me know. I know that John teed up a bunch of dock stuff that really needs to go to the planning board. They had a brief workshop the other night, talking about it. And I think they were looking to get, from Ospey Lake Association, any chemistry that they had or whatever. and
Yeah, I forget
so-
exactly what they were looking for, but I can reach out to Danny and find out how they're making on that.
And we need items needing signatures, renewal of the liquor license for the Eagles, and the contract deputy will forego until the next meeting. Assuming that we can get the chief deputy or sheriff in. And is it political season for them?
I believe so, no.
Okay, all right. With that, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All those in favor? Thank you, and good night.